Hi, I'm Amy with Feller Roofing, and I wanted to show you today how we replace a pipe jack or a pipe boot. This way you can see how we do it, and if you want to do it yourself, you would be able to. First thing we have to do is get the old boot off. This is the new boot. Let's kind of set it over there. You need to loosen with a flat bar, works the best. The shingles are sealed to the tar line right here, and you want to go ahead and break the shingles all the way around, because if you do this with your hand, it's just going to tear the shingles, and then you'll have to replace those shingles. And this way, see, that one's already starting to, yeah, there we go. And then also the row above, these two. And the reason you've got to do the row above is because you're going to have to pull this tab out, and you've got to be able to get it loose. And then I'm going to go down here and get the ones below. Should be good. I'm going to start popping this bad boy off. And unfortunately, I'm also going to have to get all this caulk off, which can be difficult. I'm actually going to try and cut this a little bit with my knife. I always use a hook knife. It's a hook blade. You can buy it at Home Depot, wherever. I like it because it goes through the face of the shingles easier. Yep. And use force. There we go. Then I'm going to need to remove whatever shingles I'm going to replace. And honestly, there's been times when I've been able to slide that boot in here and reuse the existing shingles, but and I probably could with this one, but I'm not going to, just to show you how you would do it. And get rid of any nails that aren't serving a function right now because we pulled them loose. So I'm going to pull this tab out, and I'm going to take it back 2 slots. Just because a single tab isn't super strong and wind resistant, but 2 is. So, and this is a 3 tab shingle, so, but I just want these 2 off. There we go. Got it out. So I'm going to take my boot, and they call this a 3-in-1. If you leave it just the way it is, it's for a 1.5 inch pipe. This little ring in here, you pull out for a 2, and if you had a 3, you'd pull it all the way back to here. I'm going to get it started with a knife, but you got to be careful not to go down into the next ring, or you'll break your seal when you're using that knife. And pliers work really well too to pull this thing out of here. Ta-da! Okay, then we're going to slide it. This one has writing at the bottom, so that's how I know it's the bottom one. But it kind of slopes in that direction with the high side on the bottom side of the roof. And gently slide it over so that I don't knock out the next ring. And pull these back. So now we want to replace these 2 tabs. This is a 3-tab shingle, and we only need 2 tabs. And I cut them at a bit of an angle, because I think this is going to be the top, and when you cut it that way at an angle, it's easier to slide it into the old shingle. So just slightly, not a lot. And get rid of that. There we go. Then we can slide this up and in here. But actually, you know what? We got to cut out this pipe first. So how I do it is I mark where I want it to hit. So I'm going to line it up with this shingle, because basically we've got to cut a ring out of here, right? And we want it to be exactly right. So I'm marking my edge way down here, because that's my widest point. Okay, so I just notched it so I know where it goes. And then I put it like on the row it's going to be on to see how high I need to cut it up. And I'm going to put that mark in between my other 2 points. Here's my 2 sides, and I'm just going to cut this out. There's artistry involved in being a roofer. And I'm being careful not to cut the shingle below this. And somehow this is what I always mess up. Some people find it easier to flip it over and do it on the back side. But then you need a straight blade instead of a hook blade on the back. So I can kind of test it without sliding it in there to make sure I like it. I like it. And I should have removed all the nails when I pulled out that old shingle, but sometimes you'll find one you didn't get. You kind of feel them with your hand. I'm hitting a row of tar paper underneath there, so and I want to get on top of it. And there, that's where I want it. So then I just nail it back together. Down here, we never moved these shingles, but this one on this edge needs a nail. I had to pull it up to get that boot off. I'm actually going to miss the boot and put it over to the side. You want to make sure that old one still has a nail, and it does, where I cut it. So that's going to nail in my new shingle. Most people put 3 nails in the base of it to hold it in. Some people don't because it's already held in by the shingles, but it's probably a good idea to get some in there. Then you have to use sealant. Any tar line that I broke that's an old tar line won't reseal again. So I'm going to take my sealant. So see, if water flows here, it's going to go off this shingle, so it won't go in, and it won't go there. And this is the new shingle, but I got to stick it to the old shingle because the old shingle is the one that has the tar line, not the new one. That won't work anymore. I'm going to put a lot here because that nail poked through that shingle before I got here, for the record. Down here. I think that's it. No, this one. There we go. The final touch on this is that these nails that are exposed, every one that's under a tab, it's fine. It's protected from the sun and the rain. But these ones that are exposed, you want to put sealant on them, just a little bit over the top. Over the years, they will rust out if you don't protect them. And ta-da! We'd still want to get the rest of the sealant off of there, but I'm not going to bore you while I do that. So thank you very much for watching.